I'm trying something new today. As you can probably tell, I'm drawing a ref sheet, and I figured I might as well record a voiceover to give you a little bit more info about this character. I've never done this before. This is a new thing for me, so we'll just have to see how it goes. Also, my quality is probably garbage, and there's a good chance that you'll hear something through the awfully thin walls of this dorm, so we're just gonna see how things go. Alright, so this girl, she's a Steven Universe OC, fangem. Her name is Dumortierite, or Blue Quartz is a lot more pronounceable. I've had her for quite a while, but I redesigned her once around the time when the corrupted gems were healed, because I fell in love with the few still frames we had of the uncorrupted quartzes because I thought they were adorable. Now, we only saw them from the chest up, so I pretty much went crazy here. See the horns and like not being able to see her eyes, which is very much normal, but she, her 2.0 sort of thing, her first healed form, had like a big old tail that was sort of her hair, but sort of a tail, because why not, right? And I also gave her hooves. She still has hooves in this design, but that's just because I think they're cool, not because they're accurate. I watched the movie recently, and sadly, none of the quartzes that have been healed seem to have hooves, but well, aesthetic. So, this here is my newest redesign for her, again, after I watched the movie. And it was just more of smoothing her out and getting her colors better. She had a nice color palette, but it was very dull, so I wanted to add more bright and darker colors in, make her pop a little bit more. So the thing with Dumortierite, or Blue Quartz, I just need to say Blue Quartz, it's easier, in real life, is that it's sometimes used as an imitation lapis. So I thought it would be cool to give her, and gems like her, tiny bits of water power. Like, I imagine Blue Quartzes are scouts, and they get little Hermes-style water wings on their feet to let them jump higher and longer and move a little bit faster. They're definitely not as powerful as like a lapis would be, obviously, because they're just soldiers, but I just thought that was cool. This girl, this Dumortierite, is, well, she's interesting. Her story's interesting because I don't like messing with the canon of things. Like, I like making fan characters, but I do not like having them interact with canon characters. I don't know why, it's just a thing. So, her story basically is she's part of a scouting group, and for some reason or another that may have involved aesthetic purposes, aesthetic reasons, she basically just ran off into the Australian desert and met up with a couple other gems who may have aligned themselves with the rebels, but they didn't have any actual contact with them and were kind of stupid, so they're just like, let's just goof off in the desert. Sure. And then, of course, corruption happens, and then eventually healing happens, and they just go back to the desert. Like, basically, their story is just a couple chill idiots go and hang out in the desert. Maybe now that I have a better idea of some more characters involved. Maybe I'll work on that story, but maybe we'll just hang out in the desert, who knows. Personality-wise, she's introverted, she doesn't talk much, pretty quiet, cheerful. Has a nice eye for aesthetic things and a good eye for beauty, but she also is very determined. If someone tells her she can't do something, she's just gonna go do it to prove them wrong. And yeah, I haven't done a lot of work on her personality. Honestly, this design is a lot more aesthetic than personality so far. But now that I have a much better idea of the other characters and how she fits in with the universe, it'll be a lot easier, I think, to build her. So maybe I'll draw her again, and when I do, I'll include any more stuff I've thought up for her. But until then, I think I'm gonna stop rambling and see how this turns out. Thanks.